more elevated tollways the solution to congestion? Or should authorities prioritize better mass transport? This Morning Forum tackles these questions. Back when the Skyway was being extended northward towards the North Luzon Expressway and southward past Alabang, authorities boasted that it was the solution to traffic congestion in Metro Manila. Then, DPWH Secretary Mark Villar boasted that when all three stages of the Skyway are seamlessly connected and all the entry and exit ramps completed, almost every part of Metro Manila would be only around 20 minutes away by car. Early on, when segments of the Skyway were open to motorists, first for free and then with minimal toll, that boast seemed not a boast at all. And when the Skyway system seamlessly connected the South Luzon Expressway to the North Luzon Expressway, motorists crowed about how it was so easy and quick to head out of the metro to either expressway on weekend drives. However, today, whenever people talk about the Skyway, it's all about how badly congested it is during rush hour or even in supposedly off-peak periods for traffic. Most weekends, especially on so-called long holidays, find the Skyway clogged with vehicles crawling towards the SLEX or the NLEX. This experience with the Skyway is feared to happen anew with the NLEX Connector Road, another project now being undertaken in the Marcos administration and a new DPWH secretary. The NLEX Connector Road is a 7.7-kilometer 4-lane elevated expressway connecting the NLEX Harbor Link to the Metro Manila Skyway. Already, Section 1 from Caloocan to España and Section 2 from España to Santa Mesa is benefiting motorists. Government touted that the NLEX Connector reduced travel time from Caloocan to just around 5 minutes. When finally linked to the Skyway, the NLEX Connector is said to ease congestion at ground level, with large cargo trucks having a seamless route from the SLEX and NLEX to the Port of Manila via the NLEX Harbor Link. Some civil engineers and traffic management experts agree that there are benefits to having elevated expressways in Metro Manila. However, they also agree that expanding road capacity must also be complemented by an efficient mass transport network. An ABS-CBN report quotes urban planning expert Derly Mateo Babiano as saying, "Evidence has shown that when you build highways or infrastructure for cars, it attracts more cars, a phenomenon known as induced demand." The report also quoted transportation engineer Cyrus Gomari as saying, "Because of induced demand, if you just expand something without changing behavior, everyone will default to using cars because it seems like the fastest way. But during peak hours, it's no longer the fastest." They point out that many Filipinos see owning and driving cars or the more affordable motorcycles as more desirable than relying on public transportation. Owning vehicles is also seen as a status symbol. That is the reason why, despite worsening traffic congestion, sales of cars and motorcycles continue to rise. Urban planners are now urging government to adopt a more people-centric rather than car-centric approach to mobility in Metro Manila. Transportation engineer Cyrus Gomari said the only way to increase mobility in the metropolitan area is to make it easier through higher capacity transport modes like railway systems and bus rapid transit. Gomari also pointed the lack of active transport options such as safe walking and cycling infrastructure. During the pandemic, authorities embarked on a program to establish more bike lanes. However, this initiative began to slow down post-pandemic when cars returned to metro roads. Government appears to be addressing the need for a more efficient public transport network in Metro Manila, rehabilitating, upgrading, and extending the light rail transit systems, construction of a subway, and privatizing the EDSA carousel. At the same time, the completion of elevated tollway projects within the metro is also being fast-tracked. Still, experts agree that more needs to be done to finally solve the traffic and mass transportation woes of Metro Manila. The experience of motorists with elevated tollways can be instructive. Great at first, bad in the long run. So perhaps creating more accessible, affordable, efficient public transport should be given better consideration.